Hello, Chef Chex. It's me, Maya Chef Jack. And welcome to another monthly Dollhouse Cats. Let's see what you've all voted for September, because I cannot believe we're already in September. But enough about that, and now let's see what Kayla you chose for September. So 4 of you chose Pastel for today's theme. All 4 of you, so we're going to do a Pastel Kayla today for the monthly Dollhouse Cats. So let's do it. For the Pastel Kayla, I've used white beads and some blue lace, because I'm going to make it a pastel theme, and I'm using mint blue for the body colors. It is supposed to be a very pastel theme, so that's why I'm using such colors. And then this is done. And now we're going to use Verona blue for the face. Maybe not, it's barely showing up, because I know I am supposed to do a pastel theme, but I do not want it to be so pastel that the light on light features will be so light they would not show up on this. So I may have to do the face with acrylic paint to make it work. So I'm mixing this blue and this white acrylic paint. So I can get the color I need. So here's my mixing of the acrylic paint. Now I think that's the exact same color that I did in marker, so, and it will be more pastel blue, so I'm going over it with that mixture of acrylic paint. And then I'm just going to paint the tail. All of these colors, the blue pastel color that I mixed up for it, and I'm also going to add some of the darker pastel color for the mouth, because the eyes I will add with beads, the blue beads. the knife. And we're just mixing it to get it the color that I need it to be. There we go. Now it has to dry. The paint dried. I did visit Poland in August, so that's why I let you all vote until 26th of August, because on 24th I was coming back, and I am back to making monthly Dollhouse cats. So let's just get the eyes on to it, as well as the nose, and there we go. We now have to let it dry, and while Kayla is drying, please help me decide for October's monthly Dollhouse cats. Should I do a Galaxy Tory or an Indigo Tory for October 2025? So you can now vote, but please make sure that voting closes on 24th of September 2025. So you can vote now before it's 24th of September for Galaxy Tory or Indigo Tory. So please vote away while you still can. That is until 24th September. Okay, back to Kayla. Here's the Pastel Kayla. I also have this bead that I promised that I will use in it. I will use it to give her a cute pastel flower crown using it. So let's get some glue around her flower crown area so we can decorate it with the pieces of this bead like this. Now let's do some of it in the back as well. I guess it's some pastel ruffles now, not really flowers to me, but it's fine. But yet, kind of the thing with some abstract artists, like you're supposed to interpret it yourself with different things. So abstract is like, it is not clear what object this is, but it is an object. and it's not clear what the object is. Your mind has to fill that in for you, because you can interpret it yourself as flowers, candy, or anything that's pastel pink in there. So that's what I'm going for this month's monthly Dollhouse Cats. Pastel abstract art. Well, kind of, because it's clear that it's blue Kayla, but the other things with the details, I'll just make them very abstract, similar to abstract art. So that's what I'm doing. And here I'm going to add some of these flakes, the pink flakes, and yet it could be done in a way you can either interpret it as flowers or candy or even anything else that's pastel pink. You have to fill that in with what you can imagine on it, that type of thing. And I think I'll do another one. What about yellow? A yellow bit. I'm going to use this cream marker. Cream. But that's very orange. Okay, so let's just use it anyways. It can also be interpreted like a flower or a piece of candy. You have to decide yourself because it's abstract what this is, because that's what I wanted to do for the pastel theme. Okay. And the crown, the flower or candy crown, you decide, because it's also abstract. But anyways, let's let it all dry. It dried. Now it's time to add some flowers for the two beans. They will be like either flowers or two beans. That's what I usually do for my Dollhouse cats. And I'm using those white flowers for the two beans, because that's what I like doing. And there we go. Two beans added. Time to let it dry. And also I'll add some pastel colored dots to the flower crown, just so it can be interpreted either as candy or flowers. It's up to you to decide. So that's what I've done. And let's just let it all dry. The two beans dried. And this is the finished Kayla for September. So chef checks, what do you think of Pastel Kayla? Please tell me in the comments. And bye chef checks. see in another video. Bye.